So let's go live. It says
we're live.
Yay.
From our rooms. It's Who Picked This Body Read.
Dun, da, da, da.
We got our ugly sweaters, although mine's not ugly. It's a cat. I mean, let's be real, guys. What did you think my ugly sweater was going to be of?
I had no idea.
It was a mystery.
It was such a mystery.
93% you got this, Bianca. We'll probably just randomly chit-chat until then, so don't worry.
I got, I'm going to be like, you're fine, you're good. Yeah, I literally, like, it was a reread for me, but I finished it like 10 minutes ago.
Ditto. It was my first read, but I had a lot of stuff to do, so I have a new work schedule, so today's my only day off. So I had some extra stuff that I had to do that I normally do over 2 days. But it was a productive day, so got to the one thing I needed to do today that I didn't do was get my Christmas cards out, so that'll be this weekend.
Yeah. About that. Yeah, I still have to do like a couple for me too.
I made a list at least. Does that matter?
Yeah, it does. Honestly, sometimes I don't even think about Christmas cards until like a week before Christmas. I was like, well, that's done.
Well, and that's okay. So we did our actual family Christmas cards. So those ones were out of the way. But because we had done those, hey, Kayla. Hey, Christine.
Hi, Kayla. Hi, Christine. How are you?
Kayla, I need you to email me or text me your address. I don't think I have it.
I know how to get to your house. I just don't know the address.
I was like, you can put it in here, but I feel like that you just don't have to.
I have you on mute and we'll be back. Oh, okay.
Oh,
Sounds
we
great.
will. You got it. I will.
Sounds great. You know, we talk about, random stuff
all the time. Yeah, we could just randomly talk about, the books that we're looking forward to this month.
I don't know if you can see, but on my sweatshirt, Rudolph has nerd glasses on. So
my cat actually has a sweater.
I will DM you.
Thanks.
I was actually at Target and looking for, because this is the Christmas sweater I've had for like a couple of years. So I was actually going to Target just to see if I can find like just another one and see what they had. They did not have a very good selection, and I'm just like,
I'll say that
hi, Shannon, how are you?
Really weird. Walmart has like really good ones. That's where I've gone past to get them. But
it's just Walmart is like further away from me. Target is literally down the street. And I'm just like,
I hate to say
whatever is the less inconvenience for me.
I was like, shop Amazon tonight and it'll be here tomorrow. Or by next Thursday. Although next Wednesday we should do our PJ party.
Christmas sweaters. Hey. Walmart had great ones.
Yeah.
Fine. Oh yeah, we should wear our PJs.
See, everyone loves the cats.
We should wear our pajamas.
Next week, my London pajamas done. I don't have tea today. I went to the dentist and they sandblasted. Their little one tool was not working, so they have another way to clean it where they put like baking soda and water and they just like power blast your teeth. And then they're like, you're having a little bit of gum sensitivity. I'm like, because you just power washed my gums with very hurtful material.
Thanks, Elizabeth. And also, Elizabeth, I DM'd you on Twitter. Thanks.
I need to get something to you.
Drink up, Gritches. That's so funny. So, what sweaters are y'all wearing? Let me know in the comments.
And then
what did you say, Jen?
I have to get something to you then.
Yeah. Post a picture and then put it in your Instagram stories or Twitter stories or wherever you're on social media and tag us because we want to know what Christmas sweaters you wearing.
Yeah. This little.
I'm not drinking tea either. I'm drinking hot apple cider.
Nice. I almost had my chamomile tea, but I had an Earl Grey tea recently, so now I'm just kind of sticking to water because my teeth are like still sensitive. Reasons why I hate the dentist.
God, I have a Christmas sweater, but I have a shirt.
Hey, that works.
Works out. Oh boy, I am not great.
You're
Good.
the
You're
best.
fantastic. You're fantastic. I kind of missed the Christmas. Oh.
Wait, you did kind of pop in. I think you popped in for a moment last week, and it was after it. But next week we're wearing pajamas, so just remember that next week.
I went
Turtles hot chocolate. That sounds delightful.
Not turtles. I love that. Like you had to. It wasn't like actual turtles. Oh, with Finding DM. Got it. Okay, so
Nicole will tell you because I don't know how to do it.
So when you're in the Twitter, so the Twitter, you see this? Sorry if it's all blown out, but do you see this little envelope here down at the bottom? Just click on that. That's going to take you to your messages. Sorry, all my private messages popped up for all y'all to read, but
you blocked it real fast, so you're good.
I have one, but not wearing it. Oops. You can change into it.
That counts. What does it look like? And then we'll just pretend like you tried it on.
You could just take a picture of the sweater. Now I want hot chocolate, Shannon. That sounds so good.
Hot chocolate does sound really good. With some peppermint schnapps, just like my new BFF Cookie. I loved Cookie so much.
Cookie is my favorite. She's so great.
And then at one point she was talking with Caroline, and they're like,
Stacey. It's all right. Don't worry about it.
We'll give you one of Cookie's like specialties. And she's like, last time I had one of Cookie specialties, I had to get an Uber home.
I know. She's like, last time I had tea with Cookie, I needed a designated driver. I'm like, sounds like that's Apple Woman.
Oh, it was awesome.
I never know which chocolate bars are only Canadian.
Interesting.
Well, like for turtle, like you would just need like a caramel. I mean, you could just theme, any kind of, I don't know.
Winnie the Pooh, that's cute though.
Adorable. I'm more of a like I just get like the package hot chocolate. Okay, I'm gonna go change. Oh,
thanks, Stacey.
Taking one for the team.
Well, we've got to kill some time too, because Bianca's got to make it. If she just found out who the killer is, I think she's fairly
almost
close.
Yeah, she's almost.
We did, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. This is the second to last live stream we have for this year.
This year, and I haven't made the Facebook event. That's my bad. My bad, guys.
I haven't made the thumbnails yet, so it's fine. I was gonna do that today, but then I got home and I was like, oh, I still have some of this book to read, so I had to do that. And like, time is just getting away. Finals week. Oh my gosh.
That would. Oh yeah.
It is package hot. Oh, 8. Turtles after 8 and coffee crisp.
I'm gonna have to try that. Look it up, because we did discover that David's Tea, they have a U.S. stuffs, so maybe they'll have a U.S. version of it, possibly.
Is that the brand?
No, I think it's like that's the type of hot chocolate, like the Turtles after 8, which I think that's like a mint. I think that's like a chocolate mint. Those are pretty good.
So
and
after
coffee
8,
crisp, I'm thinking is like a coffee nip type thing, like a hard coffee.
All I know is I want it.
It's a recipe for greatness right there.
Also, Julie, if you're watching, hi.
Hi, Julie Lindsey. We know she's back there.
I know she's
silently creeping. It's okay.
Silently creeping.
She just knows that we're gonna have to demand answers, because how dare you end the book like that?
Oh my gosh, are we just gonna talk about the ending? It's like she has this muted, but I'm just saying, like,
I didn't say how she ended it. I just said that I wanted to throw my book and be like, how dare you?
Oh, I don't even know words. Thank you for teaching us. What I really like, Shannon, on your Instagram is when you come across a word that you don't know in your Kindle, you take a picture of it and you post to it. So I was just like, that's amazing. Multitasking like a boss.
Yeah, you are.
Honestly, you just live life like a boss. So thank you.
We just have to thank you for being here.
After 8 is mint. Oh, you're right.
Yep.
Like the coffee, like wafers, like one of my texts gave me like it's like a coffee. It was literally a coffee waiver. And she was like, it has like some kind of gooey center. So if you put it on your coffee, like the steam will make it all like warm. And I was just like, these are amazing.
That sounds delightful.
Yeah,
exactly.
I
do remember I don't think it was in Canada that I got the after eights. I thought they were one of my trips to Europe, and we got one because I love mint. And I was like, these are delightful. That's also where I discovered that Kinder candies are literally the greatest candy ever.
It does. That's what I like reading on my Kindle too. Also, like I love being able to highlight and do comments, and then you can post those to Goodreads. That's honestly like
this time.
It's like that makes me want to reread Kindle books for everything, just because it'd be so easy to like just here are my thoughts while I was read, you know. And
there were a couple of times I had to stop myself from just putting like a little ha in there, but I'm like, I laughed.
You should have. That's what I do.
I needed to finish, and so my problem was that I was listening to the audiobook while I was dusting. So I'd stop the audiobook, I'd pick up my Kindle, I'd find out where it's on my Kindle, but because my Kindle started where I was last, after I found it, I highlighted it, I'd pull back my phone to get the audiobook would go back to where the first Kindle was, and I'm like, I can't do this. So eventually I had to just turn on like airplane mode, because I was like, if you go back one more time, I'm literally
gonna lose my
punch a baby.
It
got frustrating for me, so that's also why I didn't do it quite as much. But I maybe will start the audiobook a little bit sooner this next time and have that ability to do that.
That is so funny.
Literally every time Cookie was talking about because I think she wanted like a hot chocolate with peppermint schnapps, and she's like, what about a hot tea? And she's like, yes, Shannon, that's okay, because you know that I've got my own here. And she like whips out a bottle of alcohol, and I was just like, every time she did that, I just wanted to be like, Cookie is my favorite person ever. And literally, so she was like, oh yeah, it was Cookie, and then she was married to Theodore Cutter, and I was like, oh my god, is her name Cookie Cutter? And literally I stopped there, and then like the next sentence, it's like, it took me 10 years to realize why that was funny. And I was like, oh my goodness, I should have just kept reading.
So funny. But yes, Shannon, that's exactly what it was. You're right. Yeah, Cookie's my favorite. Honestly, she's like, I'll take a peppermint tea with schnapps. Just kidding. I brought my own schnapps. I'm like, oh my god. You are my favorite.
Her goat Theodore, and then they're like, wait, are you talking about Theodore, your like dead husband, or Theodore, your goat?
Oh my god, she was so funny. And every time she like things, she was just like, Theodore and I talked about it. Like,
Alicia, yes.
Hi, Alicia, how are you? And I just love her. She was just like, when she was talking to Caroline about her cupcake shop, she was just like, oh, that reminds me, Caroline, would you like some money? And they were talking when they were negotiating. Ooh, nice. Awesome.
Move you guys closer now that you've seen the sweater. I can at least move you in. Actually, now I have to readjust. Okay, so these books. Nope, too far. Gotta try and keep them all in there.
Yeah, when they were trying to negotiate, like, you know, Cookie being a partner in her cupcake shop or whatever, she was just like, she was like threatening. She was just like, if you do this, I'll just have to make you my sole heir. So
I was just gonna say that because she wanted to be like, oh yeah, I'll pay you back the money, and she goes, how dare you? Like, don't do that. If you try to, I'll make you the sole. Oh, Cookie was the best.
Dying laughing.
I'm trying to figure out whose dad I like more, the dad in this series or the dad in Kitty Couture.
You know,
it's such a hard tie. I'm like, oh, don't make me choose. I do, Shannon.
I have different reasons of why like they're my favorite. Because in this book, I just picture him. Well, no, like I just picture him as like a silver fox, and like he's like this big like cinnamon roll like lumberjack, and I'm just like, I've read a romance like this. And I'm just like, it's like, hi daddy, how are you?
It's funny that you mentioned that, Shannon, because these aren't the only copies. Because I also have the audiobook or the Kindle, and I found the audio. Gotta have them all. And I may have ordered another one of these ones when I did my Harlequin order, because I can't write in a book that she signed for me. So
that is so weird. Like, why?
I don't know.
Why can you not write in a book she signed for you?
Because it's extra special, and I don't want to destroy its greatness. I don't know. You know me, I'm weird, all right? It's one of my weirdnesses.
You are weird.
Words are hard, guys.
Words are hard. You're so funny. But yeah, multiple editions of books. Like, I'm the person who wants all of the editions. Please, thanks.
Even the ones that you can't read. Yep. I will say, with the audiobook, I did not love it.
Hi, how are you?
Hey.
You didn't like the audiobook? What's wrong with you? Okay, Bianca's here.
Yay, Bianca. All right, we haven't talked about it too much.
I write. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. Literally, like, this is the book that I wrote, and she signed it for me. Yes. I was like, it's my book. I'm not gonna, like, I'm
not gonna give it away, but it's just, I don't know.
Weirdo.
I'm weird like that. First edition. See, there's a line, guys.
So, are you? Is it pronounced Charisse? Let me know. Are you excited that this series is continuing and we're going to get a third book? Whoop, whoop.
Yeah. And I also would have written in these two over here, but I have a feeling that these ones aren't going to be printed in hardcover for the third one on. So I was like, I might as well just start with this version over here.
I don't know if you saw
over here, but for some reason I see on my screen it's flipped. So it looks like it's over here, even though it's not.
Oh, I'm writing all over my books. I'm writing all over it. I lost my two. You lost them? Oh no.
Well, yay for buying new ones.
All the tabs. I have so many.
I had a lot of tabs. After a certain point, I had to.
Yeah.
Like, especially anytime, like, the sheriff came over and then she was like, here's Whiskers, you're gonna take him. And so he's got, like, the cat, and I just imagine him, like, putting the cat, I should say, in his jacket. And I'm like, I don't know if I find him more attractive in this moment with him, like, holding the cat, or in him in uniform, or him coming over after almost having taken a shower. Like, it's very difficult for me to figure out which one's my favorite.
I like writing in books authors sign. Not that I have many signed books. Makes me feel special. Yeah, right?
Well, true.
Hey, I wrote in a book once. Didn't work for me. Now I go with that. Yeah. Hi, Him. How are ya?
I'm excited to see the pictures of everyone.
Honestly, like, what I used to do is I used to take Post-it notes. They used to be like, like this, but then I would write, like, whatever my thought was on the Post-it note, not on the book. But then I'm just like, once I started, I couldn't stop, like, writing in books. And then I got all the pens and the highlighters. So I use red, because there's the theme. It has to match the cover of the book. So it just seems some semblance of organization. I didn't have time to reread it with Ennis.
Hey, that's okay.
We will refresh your memory because we're going to be talking all
I got my list of people.
Oh, you do? Good. Nope.
Yeah, because I needed to know. Yeah, we immediately met Ray, and I was like, third wheel, get out of here. That was literally one of my Post-it notes. He literally was just like, she described him being like, Holly White. And then he, like, before she had a chance to say anything, he, like, booked it to her. And then he's like, hi, I'm Ray Griggs. And I'm like, first of all, I don't like you. I need you to get going immediately because I know that you're going to cause some strife between me and my person.
You're going to cause a ruckus. And, yeah. A Post-it notes on. Oh, nice. Wow. Very organized. I love your.
Yeah, I do love it when you post those. Mm-hmm.
Thanks. I also lost half.
Oh no!
Dang, I'm sorry. That's.
I'm gonna find them for you. Then we'll be on the lookout.
What I didn't like, honestly, with Ray, I was just like, dude, you're trying way too hard. You're trying too hard. You're so like, you're so extra. Like, I feel like Ray is so extra. Honestly, when I was reading his, like, just like he was asking questions left and right, like you were saying, like, Holly, why we knew your high school, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, it kind of reminded me of you when you like spiral and like ask question after question. I'm just like, oh my God.
I just love it one time where I was like, okay, I have 10 questions for you. And you're like, okay, then. And I literally like, gave her 10 questions really quickly. Down. And she was like, I really was not prepared for you actually to ask all 10 questions.
Like, oh my God.
Hey, it's okay. Oh, no, but at least you're here with us, so that's all right.
Yeah, Shannon, you're like, hides. Like, come on. People, or I have some like kind of organization, and then you look around my office and it's a disaster. Like some parts of my life.
The other day, it wasn't actually that bad. I was prepared for it to be so much worse.
It just feels so cluttered. You have to walk around stuff. Hi, Helen. If I wanted to write in my books,
I have to have at least an extra copy, sort of. Although for the Kitty Couture ones, I went for it.
Hi, Danielle. How are you?
Oh, thanks.
Thank you. You're so sweet.
Yeah, honestly, half the time, even if I don't end up finishing a book, like, I mean, I know that I have to, but I honestly want to, just because I love hanging out with all of you guys, even if I get spoiled from Kim Possible.
Ron Stoppable.
I love Ron Stoppable. Yes, I do see that.
It's like, I feel like his energy is like up here, and I'm never like that. So I'm like, I need you to, like, you're at a 10. I need you down at like a 3. Like, honestly,
I feel like that's me though. Me and Ron, when we get together, and his mole rat. What's the mole rat's name again? Rufus.
Rufus, yeah, I think so.
How did I just pull that out of nowhere? Like, I literally haven't seen that in forever. And I was like, what's the rat's name? And I was like, Rufus, duh. And I'm going, I literally don't know if that's right, but in my core, I feel like it is.
It is. You're like, I went with it. I was confident. Go. That Christmas in July, I love that.
Oh, yeah.
Ron Stoppable. My reading in December is totally unreliable. Honestly, like, I feel like, first of all, like, how is it even December? Second of all, it's crunch time, you know? It's like,
Yep. I don't think I'm going to hit the same number of books I did last year, which is okay. I'm fine with that. But there were a couple months where this year I just either picked the wrong book to pick up, and I just struggled to want to read anything else. So it's just like, if you get that one book that kind of stops you, kind of kills you.
Supposed to have them. You're good. There was actually there was 2 weeks this year where I was just like, I was having so much trouble, like finishing a book. I'm like, like, why can I not finish
300 over here? At least, if not more already.
We're not going to talk about that.
You've already made it past 300, right?
I did. Yeah. Yep. Yes.
And with all of your cute little romances, you're probably coming close to 365, yeah?
No.
I won't bring it up. I will change the subject. So, Taron Egerton.
I would need to read 35 more books for 365.
I think you could do it. I mean, that's 25. Okay, just get books that are like, reread some. The Ice Planet Barbarians. They're like 4 hours, so you could do it 2 on 3 speed. You're fine. 3 books in a week. I'm lucky if I can finish 3 books. Actually, I can. Now that we do our buddy reads, I can finish more than that. But yeah,
I didn't read for several months.
Yeah, I couldn't focus either. And I think that this group, me and you, started here. I know that we didn't start with the Julie Anne Lindsey books, but it definitely helped keep me on track. Because honestly, I could easily see that if we didn't start doing these, that I could have spiraled very easily. Just to. Because I wasn't able to focus. It was hard to kind of figure everything out. Life kind of upended in March.
Shannon, I know.
Oh, yeah, 366.
You know, I was like, it's the leap year. That's why I'm not giving it the 365. It's that one extra day. I'm just like, I can't do it. But yeah, since I finished 12 Slaves of Christmas, it would still be 35 to get to 366.
Well, you've got at least one here. You're doing Addie LaRue. Get a couple of those blazes going. You're fine.
Yeah, because I'm at 3. Whoa, that's really bright. You can't even see
that.
I
was like, I can't see that at all.
Can't see nothing. Blown out. I'm at 321.
I think I'm at 107 with this one.
I don't have a lot of time to read, so I've been listening. That's fantastic.
Yep.
Like, honestly, that's how my reading has gotten so much better. It's just because I listen to audiobooks on my commute when I'm cleaning. Like,
see, that's the thing is, I just don't commute anymore. My commute, anyways, was like 5 minutes maybe. So I live very close to work.
I know.
So
and now you don't
I
even
don't
leave
have
your
that
house
time.
for work.
Yep. And then not getting together with friends. I mean, sometimes I would get in the car, and while I was driving over to a friend's house, I would do it. But, you know, pandemic and everything, you just don't go meet someone for dinner, or you don't go over to their house very often.
A lot of people, it's just been a different kind of workflow just for like workflow, like just our life. Like, it's work. Like, we have a different workflow.
83 pages. Okay.
2 political books. Whew.
I don't know if I could do that. Comics,
poems. Yeah, I've read a couple like graphic novels and like comics, and then like Goosebumps. Like, I read a couple of Goosebumps too. I can finish those in a couple hours. Julie's book, Help Me Break Out. Yes, seriously. We love to hear it. We love it.
Yep.
Do you know if there's a sequel to the next one? Yes, there's going to be book number 3 in October of 2021.
I know I skipped like 17 people. Sorry.
I will.
See, people got you.
Thank you so much. Pandemic was no problem for me focusing. Oh, darn. I know. So true. Oh, Deja, hello. Hello, my love. My eyes get tired. Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yep.
I get to the point, like, even if I'm laying down in bed and I'm listening to an audiobook, like, I will literally fall asleep. I don't know what it is. Like,
some people just have like that.
Gotta stay awake.
Nice, relax. I honestly do that to help me fall asleep, because for some reason, this last couple of weeks, I've very much struggled to fall asleep or like sleep well. And I feel like if you listen to an audiobook, it gives you something to focus on, so it doesn't let your subconscious like mess with you. So it's a nice way.
Yes, it does count. I'm just choosing a bagel.
Hey, it's okay.
Deja, I love you so much. Like, you do so much. Honestly, like, your plate is just so full right now.
And you're doing school on top of it with like all AP classes. That's insane.
Yeah. Like, her homework load is ridiculous. Ridiculous.
You got this, Deja. Woo!
Do you know whose voice can put you to sleep? Easy, no content, just their voice.
Benedict Cumberbatch.
Except when he tries to say penguins. And actually, Richard Armitage, he did an audiobook where he was just reading like love poems. And his voice, yes.
Yes. I just have a deep, and this is the thing is why I like to listen to sports sometimes, is because the casters have such like deep voices. So it's like you put them on literally to fall asleep to, because they're just very nice and soothing.
Yeah. So our July and October's are scheduled. Yes.
Probably.
The guys from the Minimalist podcast.
Minimalist, okay.
Minimalist.
I listen to a lot of Dear Hank and John, although I've actually finally caught up with them. So
she's like, gotta go. Yeah, I have my sleeves pulled up, and I'm like, yeah, it's hot.
I almost turned on the fan, then I was like, that'll be too cold. But I'm also wearing capris. I came thinking ahead, like, let's do that.
I edited a full video and now working my project. You are amazing.
Look at you go. Hashtag rockstar.
I love their content, but wow, the cadence in their voice is just soothing. That's awesome.
I was also going to say Will Wheaton for some reason. Just I'm thinking of like Ready Player One. He was a good one. That, and he talks slow too, so it's just like say the word. I read
nothing during grad school. Oh, yeah, for sure. Richard Armitage does the audiobooks for Jane Austen Society, and it's fantastic.
Ooh, I'm gonna have to look into that one.
Yeah, I think it's one of those things that I got on Audible when they're like get 2 books for 1 credit or something like that. And I was like, I saw that and I was like, Richard Armitage. This was about the time like The Hobbit came out too, and I was in love with Thorin Oakenshield. So I'm like, yes.
Yeah, he's a good one.
It just worked out.
I'm trying to think of who else I've listened to. I remember that Patrick Stewart was reading like sonnets from Shakespeare or something, and I was like, he's got a nice soothing voice.
Oh, it's just that makes it a good sweater. Then it's a good sweater. Alrighty, so we are going to start talking about this book. I know we go back and forth a lot, but here we are. So
we'll tangent a lot.
12 Sleighs of Christmas. We have holly, white, and mistletoe. Like, honestly, mistletoe, Maine. I would love to.
Adorable.
I would love to live there. And just her like describing their shop where they, and everything. And then also they're on a Christmas tree farm. I think that's freaking amazing. And so everything was like hand carved and then painted to look like candy. So it looks like a gingerbread house. I'm like, this sounds magical.
I know. Honestly, this is my first Christmas read in Christmas ever. I'm not going to count the short I read before this because it was like 20 pages and it literally wasn't Christmas related. But yeah.
I never read The Hobbit or the Lord of the Rings series.
I will say I read The Hobbit before the last movie came out, but I've not read the other ones. They're very intense.
Patrick Stewart, yes. Y'all are just that's judgment.
I mean, we had to wait for Bianca to finish the book, and we just wanted to catch up with each other. So we had to BS a lot for a while, and that's just what we do anyways. I
saw that, Stacy. That's amazing. My sister does that. She cuts down her own Christmas tree too, and even though we get a live tree every year, we still like go to a lot. We like don't cut down our own tree, but that's something that we want to do.
We actually got a real tree this year, and Jack Ryan doesn't go into the middle of it like he does with the fake tree. Because literally we came out from waking up one morning, and the tree, all of a sudden, like, how the tree branches are up and they're nice and happy for the fake tree? Well, all of a sudden it was like down in the middle, and I was like, what the hell is this, buddy? Like, come on.
I feel like it wouldn't be as like sturdy as like one of the fake trees are.
Yeah, well, the thing is with the real trees, they're so full that he can't get in there.
Tell me now. Spill the beans. I need to know. Okay, so in January, we're reading the Geek Girl Mystery Series. Jen's got them. Here we go.
They're upside down. I'm sorry, because from my shelf,
they're blown out. There you go.
So,
Geek Girl.
Bottom up. Murder, arsenic, and justice. First... We did this the first 3 weeks, right? We haven't figured out past that because everyone was judging me for being like, should we read the next one yet? And then there was a lot of judgment, guys.
I think we're doing the last 3 weeks because I think the first one is we're doing.
Oh, we're catching up. Yeah. Our goals for the year. I'm sorry. Yeah. I have it written down.
Okay. Literally put something. You're good. Oh. Stormlight Archive. Yeah, those are some chunky books.
They are.
We go to a very small. That's awesome. It's like you were living those books. I love it so much. I'm a huge audio listener too. Baking clay. Yeah. I love it.
I honestly will volunteer to do the dishes if everyone leaves me alone, and I can put my audiobook in and listen to it because it does. It's kind of that time to unwind and zen out. And people are like, "You actually like doing dishes?" And I'm like, "If you have an audiobook, why not?"
Yeah, exactly. Judgment. No judgment. No judgment. I'm leaving.
I mean, we haven't started talking too much.
Oh, here you go. Take a screenshot or however you're watching, Deja. Or I'll send you a picture. I'll send you a picture.
Yeah, and if you are on Facebook, join our Facebook group, and then you'll see when we create the events, which I'll have to do eventually. Although if we finish here early enough, I think we're going to go walk the neighborhood and look at the lights. So
volunteer for laundry. Never.
Oh,
I stand not working. Honestly, Shannon, like she's on another level. First week was ketchup. Yeah.
Yep. I'm sorry, guys, I forgot, and I have to figure out my goals. We also have to figure out when we're doing our awards because I actually started filling it out a little bit more. I think I have a few of them. I don't think I've read a book this year that's being made into a movie. I was really hoping that the Grisha stuff would be out on Netflix by now, so then I could use all of that, but.
Well, it's still being made into a movie. I mean, you can possibly cheat and use it, but All right.
I have to reread something. Anyone know? I picked Harry Potter the last like 3 years because I did a reread of it. So I'm now. Wait, we did Twilight. What am I doing? Hold on, guys, because if I forget about that, let's just bookish awards.
I am in the you are on the Facebook group. I'll send you a picture. Don't worry about it.
What are you doing?
Organized, but I can't spell January. Honestly, my brain just made me see January. It's fine.
I knew it was spelled wrong, but January, I mean, we know it's January.
You know it's January. Okay, so.
God damn, I'm so excited. Now I'm done. You're not going to like my things. I'm just going to tell you now.
I really enjoyed The One and Only Ivan. I really liked it.
Do Ivan what?
It's a kid's book, so it's short. Oh, yeah, The One and Only Ivan. Yeah, I liked it. I like that a lot. Okay, so back to the book we are supposed to be talking about. Okay.
You don't want to hear how excited I was to finally figure out that Twilight was a book that we read this year? Rude.
No, not really, actually. I want to read The One and Only, but I don't know if it's sad. I can't do heavy and sad right now.
I haven't read it yet, so I don't know.
You probably I don't want to spoil you, but I thought it was a little sad, like at some points, but I don't think it's too heavy. I mean, honestly, like I think it's isn't it like a middle grade book? Shannon, help me out. But I don't think it's too heavy. But it is. There are some sad moments. Okay, on to the book. Here we go. Shannon says so. We have to do it. Sorry.
I gotta open up my thing again. I fell asleep. Haha.
All right. So my first post note. Okay, so we have Holly, and like she literally had broken off an engagement 3 nights ago. 3. She was supposed to get married Christmas Eve, and her ex-fiance is a douchebag.
I have he's on my list.
He's like, he claimed he met someone more zen at the gym. I had a feeling that was guy slang for younger and hotter. It's like, but I didn't ask. I rented a moving van and drove home to Mistletoe, Maine, where no one said dumb things like zen.
True.
So funny. Am I reading it sad? I'll let you know.
Hey, Alicia!
How are you? We just started talking about the book.
Yeah, it's okay. You didn't miss anything.
I roll up there. Yeah, honestly, oh my God. And when he called her about like one of the
coffee
wedding
presents,
I'm like, oh my God, I want to punch
Can I just say,
in the face.
I was really disappointed at the end of this book that Holly and Evan didn't end up going on the honeymoon together. That was like, I was so prepared for it. Because at one point he's like, who's going to go on the wedding? And I'm like, they're hitting it off really hard. And I love it so much. And I was like, it would be perfect if they went on a vacation together after they solved this murder. It would be my favorite thing ever. And so it is one of my notes where I was like, if these two don't end up going on that honeymoon.
If it was a romance novel, they totally would. But this is a cozy mystery. And they don't get together until like book 5. So
I'm going to pretend in my own mind that between books, this one and the next one, that happened.
No, and to call his
family. Yeah, I was like, what the hell? Get out of here, sir.
Yeah, Shannon, ex-fiance. Yes. 3 days. 3 days she's had a broken. Oh my gosh, I was so like.
Can we just say you skipped like describing some of the reindeer games already? Like the one where they're gonna we're gonna bling that gingerbread, and I'm like, what the hell is that? That's fucking amazing. 1, 2, when they actually ended up doing it and they were blindfolded, I was like, how are you supposed to decorate something blindfolded? Like, I'm lucky to put on like clothes in the dark. You want me to do something blindfolded? And you only have 3 minutes.
Funny.
I was like, are these gingerbread houses like pre-made, or do you like have to like make it at the same time? I just have no like my mind, I could comprehend it, but at the same time, like I'm thinking to myself, do you have to make the house? Is the house made and you're just decorating it? I don't know.
That's amazing.
19 books. Oh my god.
Oh my gosh. We're like, when we were talking the other day, Julie, you said like when we were talking about because I just got Deceived, and that was the first book that you had sold in stores. And it's like, you're like, that's 40 plus books ago. And I'm like, 40 books. That is,
oh my
that is insane to me. I love it. It's honestly, like, Alicia, you're so right. I love this series so much. It is the perfect Christmas cozy. Like, literally the perfect Christmas cozy. I want to go to this place and play. Yes.
Yeah. Well, especially this one, and the one where if you're here on Christmas Eve, don't miss the snow roll. And I was like, what the hell is a snow roll? And I kept reading, and it's like everyone in town shows up to line the big sled run on both sides and cheer as players race down to the bottom with their snowballs. The little sucker is small at the top of the hill and big enough to bowl you over at the bottom. I was like, that is fucking awesome. Like, it just got next level here.
Yep. Hail to the Queen. And so stroll down memory lane. I love it.
It was so awesome.
Am I the only evil one who wanted it to be what's her name, who was so jovial? I'm so dark that way. Oh, you wanted her to be the murderer?
Oh, Paula?
There's always seemed to be, oh yeah, for sure. There's got to be a reason why, like, if she has left her hometown and she's coming back, you know, it's always like the catalyst, it seems like, and it's a staple and it works, you know?
Oh yeah.
But honestly, if I lived in Mistletoe, like,
I'd never leave. Why would you ever leave?
I would never leave. The snow roll, honestly, like, I would trip, I would fall, I would get rolled into someone's snowball, and they would have to like dig me out, and by the time they got to me, I would be frozen.
Well, I love that that's like so when they actually did the snow roll, where he's like, is this where all the EMTs were last December, Christmas Eve? And I was like, oh my god, did it get that intense? Because I would be the same. I'm right there with you, Nicole. I probably would have tried to trip up, like hurt myself. We both roll into one little ball. It would have been bad.
Yeah, you would have been trying to cheat because you want to win, and then like we both fall and like just.
Or we'd be like looking at each other to try and like see where everyone's at, and then we misstep, and then
the only reason why we would be able to play these games is like I would have to be in lane 1, you would have to be in lane 9, the furthest away from me.
I still think we would look over to see where someone's at. I'd probably fall first because I'm uncoordinated. You would laugh so hard that it would trip you up. Don't deny it. You totally would.
The really peppy one, always in the holiday spirit, the friend. Caroline? I love Caroline.
She was
so nice. She was so nice. She goes in there to like cancel her cake, and like even though she like the cake wasn't made yet, she still signed an agreement. She had to pay for it, blah blah blah. And then she was just like, "Here, take this beautiful cupcake that I made," because I would never punish a bride if something like this happened to her when I own my cupcake shop or a cake shop or whatever. And I was just like, oh, "You're so freaking nice." I just walk normally. Just walking.
I feel like laying down, I'd fall over, and I'm like, how does that happen?
Next Christmas, we need to have a group holiday trip where we play our own. Oh my god, that would be so much fun.
Caroline.
I based Caroline
the blonde from Vampire Diaries. I think so. I think that's her name.
Her name. Yes.
I can see it. I see it.
Yeah.
I very much like her.
I like this Caroline. I didn't really enjoy Vampire Diaries Caroline, but
really, I liked her sometimes.
So like, sometimes she's a little bit extra for me. She's a little bit extra. Forbes.
Oh,
yes,
Forbes.
Okay. I was saying, I was like, why does that name sound so familiar? But yeah,
I was like, Ford. I was like, that sounds right. I'm sure.
I wanted her to be secretly dark and grim. Oh, you love Caroline? Oh my god, you drove me nuts sometimes. I'm like,
I liked her.
The only time I liked her is when she was with Klaus.
Oh my gosh.
Only
you can't not love anybody who's near Klaus.
I freaking love Klaus.
Creepy psychopath. I like him.
Honestly, like he's such like even like when he kills somebody and he shows like he's kind of like really evil, I'm just like, no, honey, we've talked about this. Like honey. Klaus. Like I just make excuses for him. I was like, he had a really rough childhood.
He is wonderful. Oh man.
Never read or seen Vampire Diaries.
I haven't read it,
honestly,
but
if you could get through the first 2 seasons, you're good.
Hey Deja, welcome back. We missed you too.
I love you so much. I would love to find a place like this in real life to visit. Yes. Like I feel like just living in like a big city, like Phoenix is like big, and like sometimes downtown Glendale they do things like with COVID, obviously nothing's happening, and they used to do like the Glendale Glitters and like the chocolate festival. Oh,
but
really?
There was someone that got shot and killed the other day, so maybe it's like the perfect version of this book.
Maybe not. I also wanted it to be the sheriff. You wanted it to be the sheriff?
It can't be the sheriff.
I also love Cordelia. Shannon. Caroline Forbes told Bonnie Bennett her. Honestly, I love Bonnie. I love Bonnie. Klaus from that's
Dacia, that's awesome.
But it's so true though. It's so true.
Who was the other like really psychotic killer that ended up being like very attractive in the Vampire Diaries? I think he dated Bonnie.
Oh, was it in the last season?
The later series, yeah.
Enzo?
Why can't I think of it?
Enzo?
No, not Enzo.
Was it Enzo? Oh my god, I loved Enzo too.
No, it was the guy before him that was like a twin to someone else.
He didn't date Bonnie. Okay, he was like the Gemini twin.
Yeah, who was him?
Oh my god, I totally like spaced his name, but yeah, they never dated. Okay,
well, I liked him too, and he ended up being a psychotic killer. So there's something wrong here for me. Don't worry, in real life, it's not the same.
At least we can all agree on Klaus is awesome. I feel judgment from Bianca. Honestly, like it's just I don't make the rules. I just have to follow them.
It's so true.
Julie Anne Lindsey.
I was just like, let's put the crown on at that point, being like, ta-da!
I want it to be someone we love. I want to gasp out loud and be like, why are you doing this to me?
Oh my gosh, how terrible would that be? I see what you did there, Bianca. That would
like
be
she wants to feel like the betrayal. That's what she wants.
That gut wrenching, like, how could you do this to me? You showed me my beating heart.
This is when they were talking, like she was talking about her dad. It's like, my dad was my personal Paul Bunyan, the very definition of a woodsman, a lumberjack by trade, nature, and birthright. Dad was the size of a barn, but he gave the best hugs. I'm like, hello, Silver Fox. How are you? 2 video edit. I'm like, so you did edit them already?
I know she said she edited one of them.
You said you edited one.
Maybe she did
two. And she just gushes about Julie. I love it. I love it.
I'm not gonna lie, I found a way how to make like my create your own. I was telling Nicole this before we went live, but the create your own holiday adventure literally has pretty much all just Julie Anne Lindsey books. You gotta get all the rows.
You gotta get all the rows. Why, Deja? I want Julie to betray us by making us love someone.
That would be like freaking awesome, but also like the worst. But that's the funniest thing. So like when I first started reading cozy mysteries, I always thought it was like the best friend. I was like, oh, this person's like way too nice. Like they've got to be it. Because I think when we were first reading the Seaside Mystery, the friend with the book, oh my gosh, why can't I think of her name? I
seriously thought like she was, I was like, oh, can't she? Like with the little libraries. I'm like, you're so cute. Libraries. You're probably a killer.
It's just like, you're too sweet and nice. Like that's just not going to go well. But
Bianca wants the betrayal. So it's like, just betray me. Just do it. Yeah, a lot of my these post notes are like, I have to change on.
I mean, we'll read anything you write.
Oh my gosh, you could do like a really dark romance.
And then you could have a novella about where they meet. Like he calls on her while he's in jail, and there could be that's the book club after dark version.
That's the after dark version. Oh my gosh.
I'm just saying things could happen. Or he could get out. Oh my God. And he got out and then he was coming after her. I'm kind of here for that, Bianca. I like where your mind is going. I might have taken it too far.
It's like I'm in a dark mood.
Oh man.
Bianca wants more drama. she honestly, like,
she wants those romantic suspense. Those things like get your heart pounding. This one was nice. It was a nice like break. Like there was still drama, but I was like, okay, at least I can breathe. I don't feel like I ran a marathon this time.
Yeah, honestly, like I never thought I would laugh so much like when murder was involved, but like these cozies, like they just proved that I can. Like
they're so funny, and that's my favorite thing about them. Like the more puns, the better, in my opinion. Yeah. Just freaking love them.
Had lots of wine. I love it.
Oh, that sounds like delightful.
Love it. Okay, so when the sheriff was just basically, he was like, okay, murder weapons here, victims here, like everybody's a suspect kind of thing. And he was, what are y'all in y'all's?
Water tonight.
This is a hot apple cider.
I know, I'm really lame. I'm sorry, guys. I've let you all down.
Wow, Jen. And then, so he was like, he was asking her dad about, you know, like, what do you need to apologize for? Like, are you two fighting? Like, what happened? And then she's like, you don't need to answer that. Should we have a lawyer? And then her mom is like, are you arresting my bud? I was like, I know I just met him, but daddy would never.
Oh, yeah.
He would never. He's just so protective.
I didn't know who the killer was. I'm going to be real with you on this one.
Yeah, I didn't. Even, you know.
Right over my head. I didn't really have any suspects either. That surprised me. I got about like 3/4 of the way through and I'm like, who do I suspect? And I'm like, the only person.
Even reading the second time around, I was just like, I don't remember.
How dare you, Nicole?
Wine, yes.
Wine is awesome.
I just wanted something hot, but now like I'm almost done with it.
Yeah, I should have had more water or like something like ready to go behind it. But that's all I've got.
I love that her cat's name is Cindy Lou Who.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Even though Cindy Lou Who is a diva.
I mean, the cat is such a diva. I love, there was a scene when she was like, don't go knocking this on the floor. And then Whiskers came up and like rubbed on her leg. And this is such a cat thing. Like if you have two of them, you know that when one cat gets attention, the other one's going to act up and be like, how dare you let another cat love you? And so she like, I can just imagine those gifs where you see a cat like sitting there and they put something down and then they just swap it off the thing. It's literally how I imagine that scene. Because she was like, and then Cindy Lou Who just stared at me before she walked away. And I'm like, that cat has some sass. And I love it. And then she gets the suction cup.
Yes. Oh my God. I thought that was so funny. She was just like, they were advertising. They have like suction cups on the bottom of these bowls. And she like just looked at Cindy Lou Who and just like, order. Oh, you love my mug? Thanks. I've had this mug honestly for I went to the SeaWorld, but in Orlando when I was like 11. I've had this mug since then.
Dang, 11?
Yeah.
Nice.
Great cat's name.
100%.
I'm like, gotta hurry and finish 5-year-old because it's book club night. Oh, that's awesome. I love it so much. 5-year-old, who's the killer? Not sure. Do you know who the killer is? You have your 5-year-old asking that. That's amazing. Like if anybody was listening and your 5-year-old just like, who's the killer, Mom? I love it. Already knows it's Wednesday. Catitude. I love it.
100%.
Her days of the week. I love it.
That's perfect though.
I love it. And I love it. I think you said like, was it the last week where you're like, the kids are going to bed early because the time club changed for book club. Awesome. But there was that one scene where she comes home and she like was giving like Cindy Lou Who some love, or she was trying to pet her, and like she just turns around and like walks away. She's like, yeah, that's our relationship. Like I fawn over her, and then she just like she's like glad that I'm still alive so that her food doesn't run out. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's so funny.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I love her catness, this book, because her, and then when she went to go feed the cat, she's like, oh my gosh, that cat's been without food for 3 days. And I'm like, I'm thinking of my cats, and I'm like, I'm sure they could go 2 before finishing. We have 2 separate bowls for them. And I'm like, they could probably make it 2 days, 2.5. I'm like, 3 is stretching it. So if they got hungry because they were cold, maybe they would eat more. And so yeah, and then I love that West. Oh my gosh, that
yep.
Evan was already over there.
They actually asked to go to bed.
Oh, that's cute.
That's so good. They know the importance of their rest.
Yeah.
That's great.
They've got to get extra rest because it's the middle of the week. They've got to make it through the rest, so they've got to rest up. So I'm going to use that. Words are hard, guys.
You guys keep count of how many times Jen says rest. Okay, go.
Shut up. Put me in timeout.
I will. Don't even threaten me. The 2-year-old, that's so adorable. So cute. So the banter between Sheriff Gray and it's just so freaking great. I love when she's trying to negotiate to get the shop back open, and then she's like, I see a potential for trade here, and he's like, blackmail, what do you want? Like, can we reopen? And he's like, not even hesitating. He's like, no. And she's like, I don't think you understand how blackmail works. I was dying laughing. I was like, you're so cute.
They were adorable.
You're adorable. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, this was just Ray trying too hard. If she's tired in her bedroom or shed, then she'll put herself. That's adorable. He's like, I need someone. Open the door. I need an adult. That's adorable. Yeah, honestly, I thought Ray was acting very suspicious, so I did not.
Always
I did not trust him. I don't trust him.
Yeah, the sleigh ride split up was the best. Oh my! This is another reason why I love Caroline, not Caroline, Cookie. But I have to say, I know that we're kind of skipping ahead, but when Caroline was just like wanting details and then she wouldn't give anything.
Yes.
Hold on, there was a line where she was. Oh, this was.
She was like, were you cuddled for warmth? And she was like, it's kind of a small sleigh. Was there a blanket?
Trying to get all the information, and she wouldn't give it to her. So she's like, Caroline deflated. I would have liked at least one more juicy detail about the sleigh ride, but I guess a girl can't have everything she wants. And then because it's the nature of cozy mysteries, that's basically how I started. I deflate every time I don't get the juicy details either.
It's so sad. You know, if like this was a romance, someone would have gotten a hand job under that blanket. I'm just saying. I didn't trust Ray. Did not trust. I was like, you trying way too hard. But I knew it was like he's either going to be the killer or he's going to be like Jen was saying, the third wheel, where it's like he has that love triangle.
Problems. He's going to F stuff up.
I don't like you at all.
I will say that Caroline, as soon as I found out that her last name was West, I'm like, you're my new favorite person. But then not Cindy Lou, then Cookie said something else, and I was just like, nope, it's still Cookie.
You wanting to type in the comments, but I didn't read the book.
Hey, it's okay.
It's okay. There are so many phrases I'm stealing from this book for my personal. Yes.
Yeah.
So many witty one-liners. You didn't see that. I read the book. I love all your books. You like how I just slipped that right in there?
That's what she said.
You know, if we don't make some kind of innuendo, is it even book club night?
I mean, and the funny thing is neither of us have alcoholic beverages.
No, this is just how I naturally am.
Stuffs.
This is all how I naturally am. It's totally fine. Oh, this is the quote for Cindy Lou Who. She's like, I bent to pet her, but she walked away, nosing through my bags before exiting the room completely. Thus was our relationship. I fawned over her, and she was satisfied to know I was still alive. assurance, the meal she pretended to hate would continue uninterrupted.
It's true.
And I was like, if this is not like the most accurate description of how a cat's affection for you is, I don't know what is. Like,
I mean, there are other reasons, but that is a good point to it.
Oh yeah, this is when like her ex-fiance Ben called her about like someone like sending them a wedding present, and just like it's an espresso machine we both wanted. Should I keep it? I mean, I hate to see it wasted. I'm like, you're such a jerk. You're such a jerk. Like, why are you calling? Like, why? Just keep it. Like, why are you calling? Like,
I have a feeling he's gonna call a lot more in the next book, and I'm gonna really hate him. He's gonna do some things that make me angry.
I actually think we could leave a call. I do. Like, why? Like, why even like call her? Just keep it. Like, don't even. Like, we don't need to hear like your ridiculous voicemail that honestly was so long. It should have just cut you off automatically. Like, seriously. Oh yeah, so this was Caroline. Like them
in the bakery shop.
In the bakery shop. Yeah, she was super sweet. I love Caroline.
I loved all the little shop names too.
Oh, so cute. You know, when we had a dog, her name was Ruby, and she was a chow mixed with a lab. And when she would get groomed, she would get little bows in her ear, and she was just so fluffy. But they lasted like 10 minutes. She like scratched them out of her ears. But she was really cute for those 5 minutes.
That's so terrible. Yeah.
Family. Yeah,
especially
seriously.
If he's the one that cheated on her, like, you should be the one making all the crazy calls or like canceling all this stuff. I felt so bad that she had to like half the beginning of the book. She was just like, yeah, I had to keep canceling stuff. She had to pick up her wedding dress and then take it to a store to get sold. I was like, damn, that's. Oof.
Honestly, like, she still had to pay for her wedding dress. She still had to pay for that cake. I'd be sending him the bill. I'd be sending him half. Like, here you go. Like, I cannot.
You want to be with your Zen new girlfriend? How about you give me my money?
About like, you pay for this nonsense. Yeah, was so irritated. Okay, so this scene. Okay, so yeah, agreed. Okay, so this scene between Sheriff Gray and so he's basically like telling her like, don't do this anymore. Like, please don't investigate. Like, I am the sheriff. Like, sheriff. There was actually another scene where he like pointed at his sheriff badge.
His sheriff badge.
Yeah. Sheriff. Yes.
She's like, why would you do this? It's my job. It's my job actually right here.
Yes. Sheriff. Christmas tree farm owner. Sheriff. Christmas tree farm owner.
She was a worker at Reindeer Games. I don't think she owned it just yet. Her parents are still alive.
It's in the family. It's fine. That would have been his response because he was in the wrong. You're so right. Super emotional day. 100%.
Yeah. Yep.
Jingle all the way. That's not the book we're talking about. We're talking about this book right here. 12 Slaves of Christmas. But David Maycomer writes really good Christmas romances. But so, okay, this scene where he's telling her, like, please, like, what you're doing is dangerous and I don't want you to get hurt. And like he like leans like in really close and is like whispering in her ear. And I'm like, you're doing this. I was like, you're doing this to me on purpose. I was like, oh my gosh, like fan myself. Like, they're not even touching. They're just like so close to touching. Like, I can't handle it. I was like, stop tasing me. This is what I said. Stop teasing me. That's what I said. Yup. Okay, so this is another reason why I love Caroline. Where Cookie, Caroline, and they were just talking about how like Ray was cute. Like, you were saying, like, Ray's a cutie, but that sheriff, she trailed off with a wolf whistle. And Holly's like, what do you mean? I forced back the memory of his face too close to mine. Caroline made a choking sound. What do you mean? He's gorgeous. I love that. One day I'll let me slide into the light. Yeah.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Hey, maybe the first of the year. You can be on while we discuss our book goals. Done. Look at us go.
Oh, that Aaron guy is a spammer, legit. Like, I know. I was like, see, like, like, I think they have another YouTube name because it's the same last name. I've seen like 2 different first names with it. Yeah, Deja, you're a moderator on my channel, so you can do whatever you would like. But yes, we should all do a live one day. That would be freaking amazing.
Oh yeah.
Maybe the detective character should try reverse psychology. You want to go right ahead. You'd be like, oh, how dare you? That would be amazing.
I just love it when they were talking. I don't know if you ever posted about this, but where they were showing like the big hole and how she used to jump over, and he's like, why would you do that? And he's like, just to see how far I could go. Yeah. But why would you do that?
Yeah, he's like,
Thanks, Deja.
You're the best.
Oh, yeah.
Random draw. I'm like, pick out of a hat or something. I'm going to put Bianca in timeout. No, I'm just kidding. Powers and spark. Oh, gosh. Not me, though. No. You don't want to come on the live? It was like it was like her idea. It's like, you should bring a guest each week, but not me. Not me. That is so funny. Oh, yeah, Cookie. That reminds me, would you like some money, Caroline?
Yeah.
you need money and I'm loaded. She's like, doesn't even try to hide it. She's like, I'm loaded. And then she was just like, well, I have like this business plan, and like she has like a 3-ring binder, and Cookie's like, I didn't know there'd be homework. What? I'm like, oh, Cookie, you're so funny.
And then I love how she's like, I'm just investing in you. And I was like, oh, that's so sweet.
Adorable. Okay, so again, they were talking about Sheriff Gray. And Caroline is like, how often do you see the sheriff? And she's like, every day, I guess. What's he like? Honestly, he's a little abrupt. And she's like, but handsome. It's like, I think he's been manipulating me and I don't like it. And Caroline's like, I'd let him manipulate me. And she wiggled her perfect eyebrows. I'm like, yes. Same. Yes, I would let him.
It was hilarious because we were literally, me and Caroline were on the same page like half the time, because she literally, when the line was said, like I thought it, and then she read it, and I'm like, oh, ding dang. I love it so much.
No, ma'am, I don't want to be live.
I love that so much. Bianca will be perfect. We would make you feel natural. Just you have a couple shots of Fireball. It's fine.
Yes. Have your wine. You'd be good. She said, wait, why am I in timeout?
If we could see your comment, you're not in timeout.
Deja's just threatening to put people in timeout. Oh, Anna's here. Hi, Anna. How are you? All right. So yeah, I would totally let Sheriff Gray manipulate me, use those handcuffs. It's fine.
Oh, that's right, Fireball. I'm sorry, you're allergic to cinnamon.
Why did you say Fireball?
I did. It's the first shot I can think of. We'll give you a shot of Bailey's. What's a good rum? Brandy? I don't know. Wait, I feel like those might have cinnamon in them too. I don't know what tequila. That will destroy me. You were just the first person I thought. She's like, I'll just go down the line. Everybody's in timeout for like 5 minutes. Good, Anna. Good. Jen trying to get. That's okay. She forgot I was allergic to cats for her. Hey, I remember sometimes, okay?
Yeah, and I'm over at her house and she just allows her cat to climb all over me and on the table where I'm eating. It's fine.
I told you that if you let him sniff the food, he would be fine, and then he'd go sit somewhere else and you start flicking water at him, and I'm like, now he's gonna be even more interested because he wants to know what you're flicking at.
Yeah, I just like he was like smelling my water. I said, Nicole, this is not a oh, it's like cozy. It's a cozy. Tequila. Yes, do it.
You do tequila, because that would legit destroy me.
Oh yeah, well, like tequila night, you did not make it. But yeah, so he was smelling my water and I told him to go away and he didn't. So I just put my fingers in my water and flicked him. And then he was like, I like you. That's like legit, like what he said.
Then he came after her. Yeah, and then like she's sitting on a chair and we're watching a movie and he comes up. He's never done this before, never once. Comes up on the back of the chair and just sits like behind her head. And I'm like, this is why you shouldn't have done this.
It's like they know like when a person is either indifferent to them or allergic to them, because then they just want, you know, their attention. I'm just like, go to your mother. Handcuffs are always an option. Manipulation by hand. Yes. Julie. Alrighty. Okay. When she nearly froze to death in her own home because someone opened all the doors, opened all the windows. Was that? And I'm like, oh my gosh.
That would have been the time to kill her. Let's just be real.
Yeah, like someone was like literally like walking around her house, just opening all this stuff.
As she's sleeping there, like that, just
sleeping on the couch, just sleeping, and then she's just opening up the windows, like rude. And then when her dad found all those matches just thrown around the entire Christmas tree farm, like honestly, like it should have been over right there, because Sheriff Gray could have just like, okay, who bought like 50,000 million matches? Done.
Yeah, you should have been able to find that out pretty quickly. But unless if they didn't leave the match boxes, it's kind of hard to
he could just like, it's kind of a small town. He could just go to every single store and be like, hey, who bought like who bought all your matches? I want to know. Dude was creepy. Like, how, honestly, like, you know, I would think like I would wake up, like if someone was just walking around my, you know, my house, my room, but I also wear earplugs. So
yeah,
I am. Yeah, I don't think it would. I don't think it would work. It totally freaks me out seeing someone being in my house. Oh, you do wake up so easily. Yeah, I don't. How did I miss reading the book that has? It doesn't. We just wish it did.
She wished it did. Nicole wanted it into the story, so now it's confusing everyone. There's no handcuff stuffs in this story.
Oh, I feel like I could just like speak it into existence. I'm like, yes, this has handcuff manipulation. I can't even talk. I feel like that has a thing for a fire.
Closet pyromaniac.
Are you a pyromaniac, Julie Anne Lindsey? That'd be awesome. It's called ordering matches online. Still, though,
it would take longer to figure out who it was if they were doing it online.
Yeah, he was probably like, I would be hoping that he was not a smart killer. But that was scary. That was like one scare. I was just like, oh my gosh. Okay, when Sheriff Gray or Ray told Sheriff Gray, see, that's just that she used to read Count of Monte Cristo when she was in high school, and then that's something that he read like every winter. I was like, it's fate.
I feel like these two need to be together forever. Well, and it's weird that Ray remembered that too. I was like, what is happening?
Because Ray is a stalker. This is a fanfiction version. This is what I wish would have happened.
If this was more of an X-rated cozy, you know.
Yeah.
Do they have those?
That. If she wrote it,
just
I would read
talk about handcuffs, Deja, and you're fine.
Trying to think of something to add to the discussion. That's my favorite book. I read it every winter. You do too? That's amazing.
I feel like I've never read it. Now I need to.
So big that as a chunky, he is chunky.
It's a long one.
It's a long one. Okay. So when Sheriff Gray's picking up the cat and he bumps into, like, his hat hits the mistletoe that's hanging. And I'm just like, if this was a romance, they'd be banging under that mistletoe. I'm like, okay, get back to
like a door in a hurricane. Yep, I know where your mind was at.
Yes. Do they have those erotic cozies?
Oh my God, Nicole, do they have them?
No.
Damn it. Julie Anne Lindsey, if you're ever looking for a new book to write, how about an erotica cozy? I know you're always percolating ideas, but throw this one into the mix, maybe. Just stir it with all the others.
I'll be your beta reader.
I was just like, I think you've got at least 15 readers here will tell you.
The whole scene in the woods was creepy.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, I'm just like, that's so scary. Like, you just walking like your Christmas tree farm and just littered with matches. Like, he's chunky. He's alone. Bianca. Oh my gosh. No, we were talking about Sheriff Gray, actually.
I mean, yeah. I'm here for
it. Probably. Unfortunately, also, since this is not X-rated, they don't discuss length and girth in these books. Jen's parents secretly watching Nicole talk about bang.
Can I just tell you, a couple books ago, I come out after the live stream and they're like, Gustafer. And I was like, okay, I literally just thought of the first name and I knew it was ridiculous. But I'm like, of course, you have to watch it the one time I make like the stupidest comment.
Gustafer. Oh, so funny. Jen's parents, if you're watching, comment. Honestly, I'm surprised. I'm surprised they don't pull you aside and you're like, your friend Nicole, like, she doesn't make good choices.
She doesn't make good choices.
Whoops, wine. We love it, Bianca. Length and girth. They don't talk about length and girth, so we have to use our imagination. And
true.
No, length and girth. Yes, Deja. Length and girth.
All of the above. I don't know why this made me think of it, but all of a sudden he's like, yeah, I picked out this tree. It's got a pickle in it. Like, is that normal?
Yes.
And I was like, oh, you found one. You won.
They never got to go find the pickles before, like, it just buried in snow. Storm. She's like, they'll keep.
It's not like it's Easter and they're like the eggs that are just hidden throughout the places. They're fine.
Even if they were eggs, they would probably still keep.
True, very true.
Oh gosh. Okay, so when she twisted her ankle and he comes over to check on her and like he's like sitting next to her and like he puts his arms about the couch and then he's just like over here like she's like, he spread his arms along the back of the couch, looking suddenly uncomfortable. He crossed his arms instead, gripped his elbows. Are you trying not to touch me? What? No. His gaze darted toward the door. You're afraid my dad's going to come in here and freak out, are you?
Yes.
Oh
true. My gosh.
And it's just, I was like, there's 7 layers of clothes and blankets between us. I think my dad would let you live if he walked in.
Oh my gosh. What page is that on?
That's on 273.
My page number.
They're so adorable. They're so adorable.
Because he said something and I thought of a really funny line and now I'm trying to think of.
It's like, I've got to admit, I didn't know what to think of you at first, always turning up with this side dish of trouble. Now I think you're just being you, curious and stubborn, sure, but I don't think you irritate me intentionally. She's like, I irritate you? Yes, ma'am. Like, he's trying to solve a murder, and here you are.
Always getting in the way.
Always getting in the way. And then he even said, he was just like, it's like, you're thinking of me as an obstacle. I'm here to do this job. I'm here to help you. It's like, I'm actually here to do the job. But it's like, you're thinking of me as someone that's in your way. This is the most, honestly, it's back and forth. It's the scene where he was all.
That's another one. Yes. He was just, oh my gosh.
I know you and your mom. Oh gosh.
Where is that? I just thought,
the only
you're
one bed
at my place if you'd like. And I was just like, oh my gosh. And I knew that he was talking about the whole family. And he's like, I only have one bed, but it's big enough for 2 ladies. And I was just like, I need you to be a little less gentlemanly, Sheriff. If there's a pull-out couch, you and Holly could break in the bed and the parental units can take the couch and suck it up.
Oh my gosh. That would be honestly, they wouldn't break in the bed with her parents there.
I mean, in our after dark cozy mystery.
In our after dark cozy mystery.
Could be.
Like they would have to try to be quiet and just like Sheriff Gray just try like he just like covers her mouth because she's making too much noise. Okay, this is going way too like
I like it though.
Going way too. It is after dark.
Can we just take a moment to go back to his line when he first got there? And she was like, because he wasn't dressed up in his uniform. And she was like, well, what are you doing here? And he's like, it was my night off. I was going to go see someone. And because we hadn't got to the point where he was actually going out to see her, I was like, how dare you tell your future wife that you're not going steady with yet, that you have a date with another woman? Like, how could you do that?
How could you do that? So mean. And then he was like, I was coming to see you. I'm like, you're adorable. I forgive you.
Well, and then in the beginning too, when she went and like met him and he was at the coffee shop, and I was just like, oh yeah, we'll have a coffee date. And I was like, oh my God, they're on a date. And like, it's perfect. He called it a date. They're already dating. Like, I love it so much.
They're dating. Next stop, marriage. All right.
Well, he also said, get her whatever she wants. And one of my Post-its was, okay, I'll take a stack of chocolate chip pancakes, a plate piled high with bacon, and how about a side of Sheriff Gray? He said, whatever I want.
I really wasn't listening because I'm working on my project and I heard pull out in my head. For real, went to the screen so fast.
Deja, we have to have you on. Like, plan for, what was it, January 6th?
Oh my gosh, that would be so funny.
Oh, every time, like
she's going there, excitement building.
I'm just like, it's going. Like, it's one of, if you're a baseball person, you're like, it's hit beautifully and you're like, it's gonna go. And then someone comes and they jump up at the wall, like impossible heights, and they steal the home run away. And I'm like, how dare you do this to me? Like, it hurts so much to not get that.
Is there a release date? October 2021.
Is it October or is it July?
It's October.
Are you sure?
Whiplash. All right, bet. I'll come on January 6th. Oh, Bianca loves baseball too. Yay, sports.
You knew exactly. October 12th. I have a date. I honestly have a I have a list in my book, my phone, of all the books coming out next year, because she said she's got like 11, and I'm thinking to myself, I can barely like survive, and it's happening.
Aw, that would be like the perfect birthday present.
Well, Partners in Lime comes out in my birthday month, so I'm freaking excited about that. I'm gonna call it. It's as long as it's in your birthday month. You know what, Alicia? You can call it that. It's your birthday book release, okay?
I'm gonna allow that. It's your birthday book. Ooh, she said, "Yay, sports!" Yeah. Yay! What a robust group of young gentlemen. What color are we rooting for?
I mean, half the time I watch sports because of the attractive gentleman. So let's just, especially soccer. The real football.
The real. Is there a title?
All I know is Christmas number 3.
Julie Anne Lindsey. Can you tell us?
Release it here, Julie Anne Lindsey. Release it here.
Please.
We wait silently. We're like looking at the comments. Like, come on.
Or just DM me. I can keep a secret.
Oh my God, it's a beautiful thing.
Tinsel trees in trouble. You can't remember.
I mean, I think it's still wonderful.
Ooh, we should exchange birthdays and addresses. That would be adorable. August 9th. Okay.
I'm just going to throw it out there. August 9th.
I will add a link to a spreadsheet where we can go in there and everybody will have the link and you can add stuff and things like that. But those baseball pants, though.
Oh my gosh, Bianca, me, and Anna, we are all.
I just ordered my Geek Girl books. And she's like, Anna Thomas Jefferson book. We need you to.
I mean, I'll take it. Oh.
Or DM me and I let it slip so you don't get in trouble. Honestly, I love that. Like, we get like firsthand knowledge, you know. I love it so much.
The Partners in Lime one, I mean, that was a couple months ago, but I was super excited. Oh my gosh, and the cover for that is so cute. But I know that I commented like on all the platforms the same comment, but I'm like, who's shooting
just like copy paste
arrows at Lou? I need to know. Like, can you direct message me? I need answers.
I was like, it's probably the killer.
I love our comment stream on that. We took such a nice book and then we made it
so
my
dirty. Gosh. I was still wondering if Julie Anne Lindsey had seen that the comment thread that we did on that for it's just like we turned this really bad. February 20. Okay, I will hold on. Let me spreadsheet link for B days. Okay. And I'll also put it on all the socials so you don't have to
I really hope that this doesn't start hearing chit chat as we're going.
Jen, can you send me
I'm about ready to link it in the thing real fast.
Cool.
Oh, live, but we're probably going to hear ourselves talk, so there's going to be an echo. Stop talking.
I need a Lou. I need one. I'm not surprised. December 4th, March 19th. I'm just going to tell y'all right now. I'm not going to remember any of this. But just putting that out there. All right. So my last Post-it note is that, okay, so there is mistletoe. Slowly, a handsome tenor emerged from the pack. Sheriff Evan Gray climbed the porch steps with a gentle smile. Holly, he asked, casting a pointed look at the mistletoe over my head. Yeah, I answered, catching 2 handfuls of his coat in my hands. Merry Christmas, he whispered, and he lowered his lips to mine. And that's the last line of the book.
How dare you? That's what my comment was when I finished that one.
That is the last. Deja, your birthday is November 20th. Could you please add the release dates to all the Julie Anne Lindsey book list spreadsheet?
Oh, I guess I probably should put the actual dates in there. Hold on, because for what I have here, it's just not premium. Skip trial. Go away.
Nicole really got me 4 of your books for my birthday. I did. I wanted you to have it. Have all, like, the whole series. Cackles. Julie. Just cackles.
I have to subtract 3. Hold on.
My comment was, no, she forgot the rest. Forgot the rest what? Hold on, let me go back up. December 14th. That was your last comment that I've seen. Bless. I need everyone to read your books. It's just, and I am making it happen. Or you're actually putting it in the live. She wants you to link the spreadsheet so she can have access to the spreadsheet. Man.
I don't have a spreadsheet. It's just a note. I was like, I can... Nicole, write these down and then put them in a spreadsheet for me.
That is your job, ma'am. That is your job.
You can pre-order everything through August because I already have as well. Anything after that.
So many books pre-ordered. I need to double check. Honestly, and then it's just like if it's so far into the future that I forget I pre-ordered it, then I buy another book when I come. Oh gosh.
Oh, and if you've already pre-ordered this book, you should go on to Julie Anne Lindsey's pages and get the pin. You have to enter information and get a pin for Sunset. Oh my gosh, Sunset and Tea. Oh my gosh.
Maybe Julian can make a cozy mystery buddy road trip. Oh, that would be awesome. I would honestly, that would be the best.
Why do I doubt myself? Is it Sunset and Tea? Oh my god.
Yeah, it says Sunset and Tea.
Okay.
That was my comment from the last line. Oh no, she forgot the rest of the scene. Oh. No, she purposely did that so she can mess with us. That's why up here she's saying cackles because she's laughing at our emotions. Link to the spreadsheet. Yes, the spreadsheet that Stacy created is in the description box.
And that actually does have a lot of them.
They want you to put the release dates in the spreadsheet so people know the release dates.
Is it a Google Doc? Can I update it then?
Yeah, it's a Google spreadsheet.
Then I should be able to work on that. So
you pre-order on Harlequin.
I think you have to wait. So you can pre-order on Harlequin, but you only have such a short time frame. So like right now, if you wanted to pre-order like SVU surveillance, you can't on Harlequin. You have to do it through like Amazon. But like the month or the month before, I think you can order it on Harlequin, but it's not. That's why.
Oh, good luck.
I was like, ooh.
I pre-ordered a pin for my pin. Oh, we don't have the pin already? Do you mean you're jealous that we have the book? Yes.
Can I just tell you that I'm using this book for 4 of our Create Your Own Holiday Adventures because it's Halloween. Okay, that's one of the prompts. It's in a small town, another prompt. It's in a warm location. Look at that warm location. Look at Lou looking like a badass. And there was one
trip where I would love to meet up with everybody.
We
should all just go to like the middle of America. We can do that.
Yep.
Sick pleasure of torturing her readers.
Well, I love how we were reading the Kitty Couture and I'm like, I want there to be a kiss. And she's like, there is a kiss in the next book.
Oh, Harlequin gets you points. Nice.
What?
My friend told me. Oh, good. Well, at least you know how to do it now.
Yeah, I don't know how.
Yes, the book.
I was like,
I love it out of this face. Is it wrong that I ordered Partners in Line but don't have? But no, that's not wrong.
Not
if that's wrong, I don't want to be right.
I mean, I pre-ordered it.
Warm, wet location.
Daisha, it was only a warm location, but I like where your mind is at.
Like, it's on the beach. Create Your Own Adventure. Did I miss something? Are you hosting that?
I'm not hosting that at all, but it was the second read along that I decided to join, and I decided I'm going for the blackout. So I needed to have a book that could make it all the way through.
Good night, Stacy. Have a good one.
Good night.
And I will put your editing privileges on the spreadsheet. Okay.
Oh yeah.
For the ebook readers out there, all 3 of the Geek Up Noise.
What?
Not sure if that's just Canada research.
Maybe.
Is book 1 on audio? Can't find it on Scribd or my life. Do you mean for the Geek Girl?
I don't think these ones are audio.
I don't see a pre-order on Harlequin, but you can
waitlist it. Yeah. If you look, sometimes it'll tell you what month it's going to come out. So for this one here, it says that it'll go on sale in January. So January you would be able to put a pre-order in. But I think that they keep their pre-orders fairly close to when their release is, which I don't understand why. Because it's like if you want people to buy from your website, be like Amazon and let me pre-order 7 months in advance. Please and thank you.
Please. You're like, please. Not Geek Girl Seaside book 1. Yeah. But I don't know if it's on
I think we saw it on Hoopla.
Let us see.
No, the Seaside Cafe book 1. I think the only thing on Hoopla is the ebook. I don't think they have the audio for that one.
Oh, if I could spell correctly. Ebooks are done. Nice.
Hey, that is okay because I literally on Sunday I probably did the same thing.
There are audiobooks. Yeah, there are audiobooks.
What? Did they spell her name? No, those are ebooks.
Audiobooks, ma'am. There are ebooks and audiobooks too.
Yeah, but she's asking for the first one.
It's right, ma'am. It's right here.
I can't read that so small. It's blown out.
Right here.
I can't see anything.
Yeah, it's because you're choosing not to see it. Coming soon, shop retailers. Bit odd, but that's what it said.
What?
Also $1.99 on Amazon. Can't find it on Scribd or Overdrive. This is on Hoop. Do you have Hoopla? Did we have this discussion?
I think we said that she doesn't have that for her library. Damn it.
That's unfortunate. But there's books. Yeah, it's 1, 2, and 3 on Hoopla. I'm sorry.
Oh, they do have 1, 2, and 3. What happened to 4 and 5? Well, I guess this is 5.
I was like, 5 isn't even out yet, ma'am.
I was like, how dare they not put these out there? I'm blind as a bat, guys. And I've had my contacts in for far too long today, so they're like...
She's just making excuses now.
Always.
Bree Baker. Yeah, it looks like... Audible? No, they're on Audible, so I wouldn't have to look on there.
They aren't even on Audible. They should just said that.
I was looking on Libby.
Were they on Libby?
Okay, hold on. I have to borrow this book really quick. Hold on. Sorry. I gotta borrow this. I gotta borrow this book really quick.
Why wouldn't they have the Seasides on Audible? They only have 1 through 3 on Audible.
They have,
but it's not part of like Audible. The included.
They have. I'm looking at all 4. They're on Audible.
Hold on. Got my screen too bright. And my search results say 1 through 3.
That's unfortunate for you.
And you were just telling me that you didn't. You were like, it has them all. But if you go in there, it says 1 through 3. Call for Kelp is not yet released. Or it doesn't have a release date. Because this is what this says. Pow! Okay, well, you must have got it somehow.
So I can buy it really right now. Like,
I don't understand how that happened. Let's see if signing
I was talking about a Geek Girl. Oh, yeah. Because I don't think for Geek Girl, I don't think they were made into Audible or audiobooks.
No, I don't have the option to buy book 4. What the hell?
Oh my God.
There it is. What the hell? That's complete garbage. I don't understand what.
Oh, Jen. Oh, Jen.
Well, I log in and it still is just like book 4 is not available. And then I was like, okay. And then I click on Bree Baker again. And then it's like, here's books 1 through 4. And I was like, what are you doing to me, Audible?
Making a liar out of you.
But at least I have.
Oh my God.
I showed you my phone. I would show you again, but now it's there. So that doesn't work.
Sure. Oh my gosh.
Bianca, that's
so salty. She is salty. She always got to be right, and then when she's actually wrong, she's like has to backpedal and figure out.
I will admit it if I'm actually wrong. You all saw the proof. If there wasn't proof, I wouldn't be defending myself so adamantly. I'd be like, "Oh well, damn, I am a liar." But I showed you all.
Backpedaling.
Oh,
so funny. Oh my God. Dying with laughter. But yeah, okay, so next week is Twas the Night Before Christmas.
This one.
Whoa. And then after, and that's gonna be our last live stream for like the entire year. Because the holidays, I'm not even gonna be lost for 2 weeks. So
2 weeks we're not gonna see each other.
Jen does get defensive.
Yeah.
It's not that I have to be right, it's just that I was right.
But I also showed you why I was right as well.
My Hoopla has ebooks for Geek Girl and yeah.
Yeah.
I'm on chapter. Oh, you're on chapter of this one? Getting ready early, like it. 'Twas the Knife Before Christmas. Honestly, these titles are super cute too.
The next week, that wasn't Christmas. No, because if we
Is there a reason why we don't have one the next?
The 23rd.
It's the 23rd. It's the day before Christmas Eve.
I know, but I'm like, we could get together and just hang out. We don't have to do a book. But I can't go 2 weeks. Do you think I'll survive, guys?
Yeah, you'll be fine.
No.
Final live stream of the year. Christmas sweaters, sweaters, or pajamas.
Either or. Dealer's choice.
I really enjoy this book and love the cat content. Yes, Anna. Getting a head start. I love it.
I know. I need to figure out where this kiss leads to. Although, if it's anything like the Seaside Mystery, it takes place like 6 months later.
Being right. Or, yeah, it's fine. But yeah, I'm not going to be able to do anything the last 2 weeks. So
rude.
I'm not even going to be in town the last week, and then the week before. I don't even know, honestly, what we're doing. So,
well, if you're not doing anything, we could maybe do an impromptu something, possibly, maybe. You're like, no, Jen.
Well, Jen, if you had a chance,
I need to have someone to talk to.
Coming out with the shots.
I technically have a channel. I just don't actually do anything.
Oh my God, I'm dying laughing. Well, if you had a channel, it's the wine. It's the wine, guys. She doesn't really mean it. Yeah, like I've done lives where I'm by myself. You're fine.
Really? I don't know. I feel like that'd be weird. Like waiting for the comments.
Or PJs.
I don't know when I'd end it too. It'd be like a phone call. You know, me trying to get off a phone call with me is like next to impossible because I'm just like, oh, what about this? And we could talk about that. And let's talk about this. And let's talk about that.
I text her a simple thing and then she calls me. I'm like, oh my God, here we go.
Hey, if we're planning something, it just makes it easier to call.
Here we go. Here we go.
If I'm going to plan something, it will be so much easier.
Why? It's like, it's so easy to plan something. You just don't have to question everything. You're like, oh, we could do this. Or what if we could do this? Or we could do this.
Hey, I gotta let you know all the options.
Oh my God. Anna, wine is a must, always. No, she needs a channel.
I mean, I
Bianca is adamant. Well, if you had a channel. Oh my God, I love it.
Thank you.
Freaking can't. Bianca's feisty tonight. I love it. Could be a New Year's resolution.
I mean, it took me 8 months to actually create a YouTube channel after we started these, so we could try.
An actual login where she could comment. And like, so like she didn't even have like a login. So was she subscribed to my channel? No. Hey. No, she wasn't. I've had this channel for 4 years. We've been friends in these 4 years, and she just this year subscribed to my channel.
I created it just for this group.
Fake friends. I question everything during planning. Don't like
see me and Bianca. We would be like calling each other back and forth. Okay,
that's what we're gonna do. And I was like, even when like we had plans, like I was like, okay, great, this is what we're doing. She calls, she's like, are we still doing it? Why aren't you answering my call? Oh my gosh, is this what we're doing? I'm like, man, we just said yes.
Start out like that though because it's supposed to be funny.
Oh my gosh. See? Yeah, you live your life dramatically.
Oh, we love you too.
We love you, Bianca. You're so funny. You should drink wine more often. Oh gosh. All right, everybody. Well, of course, thank you so much for another great night. You all are wonderful. One small step. I must be like, no lie, drama queen.
Hey, that's perfect though.
Oh my goodness. And she's always like, where do we go next? Where do we go next? I'm like, I don't know. You're the navigator.
I'd like to have a plan though. That's just me.
I just, not when I'm publicly making comments. Do it. Do it. Do it.
Oh,
feisty. Feisty. So we will see you all next week. Thank you, Julie. I hope you have a wonderful night. Still need that. Honestly, these are like the cutest. These are the cutest ever.
Mm-hmm.
I love these. And even in my Instagram post, I did at Crooked Lane. I was like, I'm gonna get blocked. I'm gonna get blocked. I'm just like, at Crooked Lane. We still need more kitty couture. Didn't.
Oh yeah, we really didn't talk about the.
I know we didn't.
We had to talk about a lot of sexual tension.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did. I just know there's a sheriff, a protective dad, and someone named Caroline. That's honestly, that's what you need to know. It's fine.
And Cookie, don't forget about Cookie Deja.
Oh yeah, Cookie's
Cutter
great.
is her last name. Or
Cookie
Cutter
is great. Love all you guys. Good night. Good night. Hold on. The comments are going. I needed this tonight. Honestly, these, I look forward to these nights. They're the best.
They are. I look forward to Wednesdays. They're
fantastic. Yeah, these hardcovers are cute. Need more. Yes. Hashtag need more kitty couture. Cookie. And on that note, have a great night, everybody.
Bye.